my name is Jen. I am the Unorthodox Healer. This is a very badly shuffled pack of tarot cards. This is a new astrological year reading, and it is for any Virgos out there. I hope that you're well. This is if you have Virgo as your sun, moon or rising sign. You are very welcome to be joining me, and thank you for joining me as well. I'm quite new to YouTube, and your support means a huge amount to me, so thank you. So this will probably take about between 15 and 20 minutes. What we're going to do is we are going to get 12 cards. I only take cards that jump out at me when I shuffle. It sounded like a fair thud of cards. I don't read reversals, and we're going to take 12 cards, and we are going to draw one card for each of the next 12 months, and we will see as to what the predictions are for the next 12 months. So we're starting with April 24, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February and March. So let us see as to what we have Virgo for the next 12 months for you. So April, we have the Ace of Swords, and this is about the potential for something new coming. Swords are all about ideas. So this is the potential that perhaps you have been thinking about doing something new, that you've got an idea in the back of your mind that you are quite keen to start working on. This is only the potential that you are going to bring this about, but it's the power of your mind. It might show that you've got some sort of mental clarity, but about an idea. But I think that you're thinking creatively, and it is showing that if you want to continue to manifest this idea, then April is the month to be doing it. In May we have the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups is about wanting something better. Cups are all about love and emotions and happiness, and this person is choosing to walk away from the goodness and the situation that he's in. He's pretty happy about stuff, but he wants to. He feels like there's something around the corner which perhaps he isn't aware of yet, but maybe you're just feeling a little bit bored, that you think that there's more out there for you than you currently have. And I think in May you're going to start feeling this more. In June you have the Queen of Wands, and this is potentially you. This might be somebody who is coming into your life. It can symbolise somebody who is sort of multitasking, and that you are strong and self-assured and have a real beautiful confidence about you. You know, she's got multiple arms. the sun's in the background. She doesn't need to sit on her throne. She's a doer. All queens are doers. Kings are sort of like, you know, the figureheads of the party or the band. They're kind of like the front man, the singer of the band. Whereas the Queen of Wands is that sort of hard-working person in the background, making everything happen. This is either you in June, or this is somebody who is going to be that influence on you in June. In July, we have the Temperance card. And the Temperance card is about balance and about being temperate. It's about not doing anything too rash, and it's almost sort of like a month where you should practice some self-reflection. You are very much in control and believing that you know yourself and that you trust yourself. Perhaps you trust yourself more than you trust other people, but you are being told to balance things, to not upset the apple cart, and to just continue to pour the water between one cup and the other. I think that you are potentially in July going to have a slight itchy feet, that you're wanting to change things. This might go back to how you were feeling in May. But the recommendation is, you can see there's a tower here and there's a green tree and sort of peace and serenity and almost the tower's seen as change and change whether you like it or not. And I think that in July you really just have to sit and wait and trust yourself and trust your judgment. Don't do anything rash. In August you have the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords is typically portrayed as somebody sat up on a very hard bed, almost like a sort of like a sarcophagus that you get in a church, made out of stone, and they have all of these swords above them as though they're sort of hanging over them threateningly. And they have a comfort blanket over their knees. And this is a card where you feel as though you just can't see the wood for the trees. That you've got all of this, I don't know if you can see, can you see that there's all of that sort of, there's worms and centipedes and eyes and things in there, in your head. And you absolutely feel as though you're sort of under attack. And you are in control of your emotions and how you feel. You can never change as to how people feel about you, whether they are right or wrong. And most of the time they're wrong, because we put on a persona to people, sometimes one which we feel they want to see from us, which typically isn't actually the real us. This is showing that you need to open your eyes and change your mindset. Perhaps this is why there was the warning the month before to say just keep steady. Perhaps you didn't keep steady, and now in August you're in this sort of this mental turmoil. You don't have to be. This is self-inflicted. You are believing either what somebody is saying about you or to you, which isn't true. And you have the power within you to turn things around and start being positive and to stop worrying. September you have the Six of Discs. The Six of Discs is about reminiscing. Perhaps you've been worrying about somebody that you love in the previous month. But this is about showing love and wealth for this can be, this is typically about either emotional or physical wealth. And I think that in September, perhaps there will be, you might have a windfall, there might be some inheritance that comes to you, but there's going to be something happen which is wonderful, where you're going to find emotional wealth. I feel as though it's more emotional wealth rather than material wealth for you. Perhaps it's going to be reconnecting with a family member, but I think that I'm intrigued to see as to what September's going to bring for you, Virgo. October brings the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Cups is the ultimate in happiness. This is everything coming to fruition. Everyone's happy, you've got everything that you want, the sun's coming up, the rays of the sun are bringing these cups, you have a beautiful house, you have children that are playing, it's just a beautiful situation. And so this indicates that in October, you're just going to have a really happy month. For November, you have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who is very sure of themselves. Perhaps this shows that you are on top form health-wise, that you've never felt better. It might be that you are reaping the success of the hard work that you've been putting in, because you can see that there's poppies and there's flowers growing. There is a snake in the grass, but he's minding his own business, and she sat there very confidently, with perhaps a slight hint of arrogance, showing that she is the maker of her own destiny. So I think in November, you also see here that you have two queens, one below each other. And you've also had Eight of Cups and Ten of Cups there, underneath each other too. So I think this is really a sign that I don't think that this is somebody else. I think that this is you. Queens can be any energy. It doesn't have to be a feminine energy. So you're really reaping your rewards, either materially, emotionally, or from a health point of view. This is really interesting because the Ten of Swords has come up for almost every reading. This is in December, and the Ten of Swords isn't a scary card as it seems. This is somebody who is coming to the end of a situation that they found themselves in. You had the Nine of Swords up here, and you had the Ace of Swords, this idea that you had available to you. This was you with too much going on in your mind from a negative point of view. And in December, it's showing you that you will have come to the end of that cycle, that you will have moved on. 10 is about endings and new beginnings. And this is showing that however it has come about, you are at the end of this strife and this sort of mental turmoil that perhaps you felt like you've been in. January is the Ace of Wands, and this is again back to the there's new energy and enthusiasm. There's the promise of something new coming to you. It might be a new activity, it might be something that you've always wanted to try that you haven't tried before, but it's the promise of something exciting coming, should you wish to take it. You can see this wand here, there's fire all around it. It's if you manifest what it is that you want or you've been thinking about, which perhaps has been a cause of you stepping away from this difficult situation and clearing your mind. Perhaps it has meant that it's freed you up in January, which is always a start for new beginnings, to start thinking about fiery things, something that's got you riled up in a good way. This is another card which has come up quite often, typically earlier in the year for other zodiac signs. The Six of Swords, I think that you're still dropping back into this feeling of why me, and really worrying as to how other people are seeing you, and you shouldn't. The Six of Swords is about being pulled up and taken away from these feelings, and perhaps you feel as though you're being attacked. You know, again, people are not treating you as you should, perhaps. And this is showing you that in February, you really must be in charge and let these birds take you away from this ongoing unrest which is within you and around you. In March, and the last card, which is March 2025, that's a really lovely card. Justice is as it says. Somebody is probably going to get their just rewards. You do not have to wish things on people. Mentally, you have to keep a positive and a grateful mind, because if you think positively and you keep your vibrations high, you attract that. You are a magnet. We're all energy. And the more positive you are, the more positive things you will attract. If you wish things bad on people, and we all do, none of us are, we're all human, none of us are saints. If you do wish things on people, that brings you down. That brings you down to negativity, and that doesn't help you. Karma is something which we can't control, and we don't need to control. And we just need to focus on ourselves and how we're feeling. This is you feeling a lot more balanced. That you're in a position where you have the sun and the moon equally supporting you. And you've got this sword stuff sorted now. These emotions, you're stood on the edge of this, and you've got this. You absolutely have. And justice will come. It will come to you, and potentially in March this is coming to you. But it's also saying that karma will come to others, and you are not in control of it. You must just focus on yourself, practice self-love, and let the universe deal with other people and their beliefs and their thoughts. I hope that's been useful. I really love these cards, and I hope that you've enjoyed the reading. If you would share, like and subscribe, I would absolutely love that. It would make my day. Virgo, you've been absolute stars. If you've got to the end of this, then well done and thank you. Is this going to happen in the next 12 months for you? I think it's showing that you have to work on yourself, and to be just toughen up a little bit, because it's clear that you're a beautiful person and that you're quite susceptible to the emotions of other people. And again, I know exactly how you feel, because I'm just like that as well. But try and rise above it and change your mental attitude, because if you love yourself, then that's all that matters, and you can't control what other people think. Please take care. Check out my other readings. I've got some other lovely Virgo readings, and I will speak to you again soon. Take care. Bye.